From the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the New York Mets. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Almost ready to get underway and getting to start. Kodai Senga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That's outside. That's and we're underway here in the home opener. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So here's Horner now. And that's outside. And that's ball one. Horner goes 6'1", batting second in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2018.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, center field. Siri in position. Makes the grab, 2 down. So here's Kyle Tucker now. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo, light tower power?
That's right. He swings and fouls one off. Two out, space is empty. That misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
1-2.
Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Corrals it, and that'll do it. Back here in Queens, and on the hill in this one, Justin Steele. What do you have on him?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Bottom of the first, and here is Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Little chopper rolls foul. Off the mark there. Now 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now fly ball to right center. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
On the ground to third. In time to Bush. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Here's Juan Soto.
The designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Hammer, base hit. Lindor zipping around third. He'll score and they tie it.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock.
Swanson to Horner at second for one. On to Bush. It's a double play. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Senga back to work. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom to the left side, but it is well foul.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Inside, just missed.
3-1.
And that's in there at the knees.
Down is full.
That's to third. Vientos zips it across, and they take care of Tatis for the out. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
Suzuki.
That one fouled off. Just
that's
missed.
down. Ball.
Next offered in there for a strike. That is strike two.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
And the batter now, Michael Bush. Lindor, that's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. And we're back. And now it's Mark Vientos.
The third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Fouled off down the right side. That's down again. A slider missed. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Bounces over the wall in foul ground. It's an automatic double. Brian Reynolds here. There's a swing and a drive. It bangs off the wall. Run comes in from second. It's 2-0.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Luis Angel Acuna at the plate and takes high there. And a base hit right there. Coming around third is Reynolds. And it gets by him. He'll score, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Jose Siri, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Acuna at second with nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting ninth, the
and
catcher,
here is Francisco Alvarez. Hard hit left side. Throw to first in time. Back to the top of the Mets order. And now it's Frankie Lindor. A double and a run scored his first time up. The shortstop takes the ball. Now that's smacked to right center. Catches, stumbles, hangs on. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Ezequiel Tovar.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next offering is fouled back. Here comes a pitch. This to third. Vientos. Fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Dansby Swanson stands in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And that's down and away.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
3-2 now. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And that one in the air center field. Siri makes the grab, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that one handled, whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now Soto down. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Pitch misses. And that's ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. Swanson fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He hit into a double play his first time up. Out to short, Swanson. Tosses to first. And the Mets go 1, 2, 3. Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Well struck right field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and heart of the order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Here's Nico Horner. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%.
He's trying for third. High in the air, out to right. Reynolds under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Here's Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1.
Kyle.
I wouldn't expect many
Tucker.
pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
First pitch
That's the
doesn't
ball.
find the zone.
One ball,
away
no
with a
strikes.
runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Ground ball right
That's foul.
side, and that's just foul. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's
Now back,
3-1.
The designated hitter.
And the batter will be
Tatis
Fernando Tatis Jr. Grounded out his first time. Ripped, but it curls foul.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Alvarez gathers, throws to first. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
Now batting.
So a
Left
man at
fielder,
first. Seiya Suzuki digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner on the move. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And a pitch out, but nothing going on.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Bottom 4, and
Leading
stepping in
up
for
from
New
the
York,
left,
Mark
Third baseman.
Vientos.
Vientos.
On the ground to third. And it gets by him.
Well, clearly he
The
was
right
ready to hit
fielder,
right
number
there.
10.
Turned on it nicely.
Ryan.
Definitely a little out in front of the pitch,
Ryan.
but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a
Number
hitter right
number
there.
2.
That was one of those swings
Second
that feels like
baseman,
you're swinging an
Louis
aluminum bat. It
Tonga.
jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour. Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. And now 2-2. Right through there. Got him. And that is a big first out. And now it's Jose
Now
Siri.
center
Golden
fielder,
opportunity
Jose.
right here.
Siri.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the
That's
same
in,
plane
ball.
and do anything with.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
As a hitter, you got to learn
2-1.
something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the
Ball
fastball. In a
inside.
2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
And that'll load
Ball
the
4,
bases.
runner take your base.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense,
Up
Boog.
next
It's all
for
about
the
creating
Mets,
opportunities,
the
and this is
catcher,
one of them right here.
So bases all loaded up. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Across is the runner from first. And the lead is up to 5.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was...
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. The run comes in to score from second, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. That will do the infield with a knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Mets going with a pinch hitter, Brandon Nimmo. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and 1 gone. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Suzuki running hard for it. And he makes the grab. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He's saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, what a stop. From his knees, the throw. What a play. Inning over. Back here at Citi Field. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
That one close, ruled a ball. Down 2-0. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Squeezes it, and a quick out, number 1. So digging in, Ezequiel Tovar. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
Tovar.
That one missed.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
And foul ball. Right side, hard hit. The throw to first. Play is made, 2 out. Swanson digs in.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Out to short. Lindor throws across the diamond, and Swanson is set down. And the inning is over. And we're back. Here's Pete Alonso.
For the Mets, the first baseman.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023. Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
The 1-2. And there's the ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's inside.
We got a full count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making them work out there.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Oh, look at the stop. In the hole. Jump throw. On the money. Nice play. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Outside. And the count is 1-1. And a foul ball. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it across the first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. So up next for New York, Ryan Reynolds. And that misses. 1-0. And another ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first, and they take care of Reynolds for the out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. Senga back to work. Just missed. Next offered in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. And they'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-2.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So now back to the top of the order.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Crow Armstrong in the box again. Takes a strike. And that one lifted in the air center field. Siri sizes this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So a man aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. And now a man into scoring position. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The 1-1. Late on that fastball.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
To third, tag, got him. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
Fought off foul. 2 outs. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. He circles the bases. It's 7-3. Base is empty with 2 away. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Lifted in the air, right center field. Reynolds trying to get there. Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Them don't know me, word to Romy and Naomi. Opinionated, opinions hated, it's all trash.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, here is Luis Angel Acuna. Mets going with a pinch hitter, Jeff McNeil. Pitch misses outside, and that is ball one. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first. One up, one down. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. He is struck out, and he is walked. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
This one smacked out to left center. Crow Armstrong pulls it down, and there's two gone. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. On the ground to first. Here's the tag, and he's out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Queens, top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Seiya Suzuki. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Trevor McGill.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Right through there for a strike. McGill, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. On the ground, out to short. On to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush.
Michael Bush.
And a foul ball. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. He saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
Tovar in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fly ball center field. Siri makes the grab, and there's two gone. Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit.
Shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Just missed. Ball. Bush off of first with two away. He was late there. Strike one.
1-1. Ball.
In the dirt.
2-2.
And the runner stays where he is. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 outs. Smoked on the ground a second. They take the force out. That ends the frame. Bottom of the 7th. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
close
Nope,
one
ball.
doesn't get the call. Ball one. And that is out of play. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Pitch was in and off the plate.
left
So
fielder,
hard to do
number
anything
9,
with the pitch in that
Brandon.
location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well.
Swanson tossed to second, back to first, and that is a double play. 2 down,
Up
bases
next for
empty.
the Mets,
And now
the
the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Juan Soto.
Soto.
And the first
1-0.
offering is not close. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Tucker makes the catch, and that is that. Back here at Citi
Leading off
Field,
the Cubs,
we go to the
the
8th.
catcher,
Now the
Carson
Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly.
Now pitching for
Here
the
comes
Mets,
A.J. Minter to the mound.
number 33, A.J. Minter.
First pitch, and he
ball.
just misses. Fouled off left side. That's out to center field. Siri in position. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. And now the center
The batter,
fielder,
the
Pete
center
Crow
fielder,
Armstrong.
Pete
1 for 3.
Armstrong.
And he drops it down the third baseline. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman,
One down. Nico Horner will come up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
1 ball, no
Pitch
strikes.
out, but no action.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor.
Runner.
This might
To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. On to the bottom of the
Way
8th.
up
And now
for
the first
Mets,
baseman,
the
Pete
first
Alonso.
baseman, Pete Alonso.
Sneaks through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
The right fielder, number 10,
Taking in is the switch hitting
Ryan.
outfielder, Brian Reynolds.
Reynolds.
On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Swanson. He turns it on to Bush. It's a double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so
Batter,
quickly
number
that
1,
you don't really get to
second
appreciate
baseman,
all of the
Matt.
finer details and how these guys
Here.
execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
That one ripped. In comes the run from third, and they're up by 4. Throws to second, pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that more often...
Over to first, inning over, and it could have been worse. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Minter back to work. Check swing went around. That's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Vientos settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. And that one hammered. Leaping. And he brought it back. So they're down to their final out. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. On the ground, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. Senga with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.